Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that can completely transform your learning journey. Whether you're picking up a new language, mastering an instrument, or leveling up your career skills, it's a simple, powerful concept, celebrating your small wins. I know what you might be thinking. Small wins. I'm focused on the big goal, the final certificate, the finished project, and that's great. Having a big goal, essential. It's our North Star. But what happens on the long, winding road to get there? We hit plateaus, face setbacks, and our initial burst of motivation starts to fade. It's like trying to run a marathon by only thinking about the finish line 26 miles away. It's overwhelming. This is where the magic of small wins comes in. Think about it. When you're learning something new, the journey in a straight lineup. It's a series of steps, stumbles, and small breakthroughs. Maybe you're learning to code, and today you finally understood a complex function that had been bugging you for a week. That's a win. Maybe you're learning guitar, and you just nailed a chord change without your fingers getting tangled up. That's a win. Or, you're studying for an exam, and you managed to focus for a full 30 minutes without getting distracted. Boom, another win. These moments are the fuel for your motivation engine. They are tangible proof that you're making progress, even when the final goal feels impossibly far away. Ignoring them is like driving a car and refusing to look at the fuel gauge, just hoping you'll make it to your destination. You need to refuel, and celebrating small wins is how you do it. So, how do we actually do this? It's not about throwing a massive party every time you learn a new vocabulary word. It's about acknowledging the progress. The first step is to break down your big goal into smaller, manageable chunks. Instead of learn Spanish, your goal could be learn 10 new verbs this week, or have a 5-minute conversation with a language partner. This makes your progress much easier to see. When you achieve one of these mini goals, pause and acknowledge it. This is the crucial part. Don't just tick a box and immediately rush to the next task. Take a moment, give yourself a mental high five. Say it out loud. Yes, I did it. I figured out that tricky equation. This simple act of recognition rewires your brain. It releases a little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical, which creates a positive feedback loop. Your brain starts to associate the effort of learning with the reward of accomplishment. Learning becomes less of a chore and more of an enjoyable game. You can even create a small ritual around it. Maybe you have a win jar where you write down your accomplishment on a slip of paper and drop it in. Over time, you'll have a physical collection of your progress, which is incredibly powerful to look back on during a tough day. Or, your celebration is a 5-minute break to listen to your favorite song, or a walk outside, or making yourself a nice cup of coffee. The reward doesn't have to be big, it just has to be intentional. It's your way of telling yourself, good job, keep going. I remember when I was first learning video editing, it was so overwhelming. The software looked like an airplane cockpit with a million buttons and timelines. My big goal was to create a polished, 10-minute video. For weeks, I felt like I was getting nowhere. My motivation was at an all-time low. I was ready to quit. Then, I decided to change my approach. I focused on one tiny thing each day. One day, it was just learning how to make a clean cut. The next, it was figuring out how to add text. And every time I mastered one of these tiny skills, I would literally stand up from my chair and do a little happy dance. It sounds silly, I know, but it worked. Those little celebrations gave me the energy to face the next challenge. Slowly but surely, those small wins stacked up, a clean cut plus some text plus adding background music. Eventually, it all came together, and I finished that first video. Looking back, it wasn't the final video that taught me the most. It was the process of celebrating each step that kept me in the game. This process builds more than just motivation. It builds resilience. Learning is hard, and you will fail. You'll forget the formula, you'll play the wrong note, you'll say the wrong word. It's part of the process. But if you've been celebrating your small wins, you've built a foundation of self-confidence. You can look back at your win jar or your progress log and see how far you've come. A single setback doesn't feel like a total failure anymore. It's just one data point in a long line of successes. You know you can overcome it because you've overcome dozens of smaller challenges before. Let's make this practical. What are you learning right now? Take a moment to think about it. Now, what is the smallest possible step you can take forward? Is it reading one page of a textbook? Watching a 5-minute tutorial? Practicing one scale on the piano? Define that small step. Then, go and do it. And when you're done, I want you to celebrate it. Acknowledge your effort. Feel that sense of accomplishment. This isn't about lowering your standards. It's about building a sustainable path to achieving them. The most successful learners aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who know how to stay motivated through the struggle. They are the masters of celebrating small victories. They understand that every giant leap is just a collection of tiny steps, each one worth celebrating. So start today. Identify your next small step, achieve it, and give yourself the credit you deserve. Turn your learning journey from a grueling marathon into an exciting adventure, filled with moments of joy and accomplishment along the way. You'll be amazed at how much further you can go when you're refueled by your own success. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what small win you're going to celebrate this week. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on learning and personal growth. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next video.